albums. She's only had 2 albums. This is the first album she reloaded like 20 times.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even count that. Like Lauryn Hill gave us a solid album. To the point where we're still talking about it to this day.
Yeah.
It's no shade to Nicki, but I'm not talking about her music no more. And that's how I feel like with Beyonce and Rihanna. Like even with Beyonce and Rihanna, like they have solid albums where I still go back and listen to them every single day. I don't go back to listen to Nicki's albums every single day.
So you don't think Pink Friday is not a classic?
The original, yes.
Yeah, the original. I ain't talking about the reloaded. The original.
The original, yes. I can go back and listen to that. But she done played it out because she reloaded it like 5 different times. Like it's time for you to work on yourself. And I think a lot of artists forget that. Even like local artists, they feel like you have to put out something every 2 seconds. And I personally disagree with that. I feel like you should really take your time and work on yourself and get your stuff together and come out with better material.
And that goes to my next question, next conversation, because I've taught my artist I work with, her name Valona Denise. She's from Jersey, and in our episode we talked about like what's the importance of just having you just came out with an EP, but EP different. Like an EP, you could have that out for a few months and then come out with an album.
Right.
And nowadays, people feel like you have to come out with something and then a couple months later come out with a single, and then come out with another, album and stuff like that. I feel like back in the days, the album could last you about 3 years.
And that was it.
Yeah, like look at perfect example, like J. Cole's a perfect example. Like the album he had before was the Forest Hill Drive. That came out 2014.
Right.
He didn't release another album till last year.
Right.
That was 3 years, and people still to me, that's one of the credentials of having a classic album.
Right.
That you could just put it out and you could still perform it 2-3 years straight.
Exactly.
With nothing coming up.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like you should take your time with your music and produce like really classic work, so you don't have to put out albums every single year or every single month. Like you should just let the music speak for you instead of you speaking for the music, putting it out every 2 seconds.
So how you feel about the Migos? Because I feel like they different, dude. I feel like.
Well, I mean, it depends on the type of genre. Like Migos made a career off of like that mumble rap. Like, Future started it, in my opinion. But Migos, started mumble rap. I think Future started it, but there's other artists that took over that. And I think Migos plays off of that well. Like they make club bangers, they don't make anything else. So I think it depends on the type of music that you're doing. Like if Jay-Z came out with an album every single month, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work
because 444, I like the album.
Right, I did too, but it works because of the type of space he was in at that point in his life.
Yeah,
he couldn't talk about that years ago because he wasn't in that space.
Do you really think he cheated on Beyonce?
Absolutely.
Why?
What do you mean why? He said it.
But you gotta think about it though. Like, Beyonce and Jay-Z, they like the gods of music.
That doesn't mean he's not a cheater.
You don't think it's like acting? I can't believe that.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
Shit happens in a relationship, but what's more important is what happens after the relationship, in my opinion. Like, if you're gonna cheat, understand that this is gonna be the last time you're cheating, and if you really want me to stay with you, then we're gonna have to do this, that, and the third. But cheating, like, everybody cheats. I don't care what nobody says. People cheat.
I don't cheat. Not in this relationship. In the past relationship, I had my reasons though, but
like not saying every relationship you have to cheat, but like people even if it's not cheating, people have done wrong. Period.
You know, I have this thing though, like you don't have to necessarily kiss or like physical cheating. You could just have emotional cheating. That's cheating.
And that's cheating too.
You know what I'm saying?
All of that, like it all works out. Like even if you don't listen to your partner, like that's probably gonna make him or her unhappy.
Yeah.
So just them being unhappy, like it happens, but it just what people I think should focus on is what you're going to do to fix that. And if you're not going to fix it, then don't even waste my time. Just let it go instead of leading me on.
So that Lemonade album really had you, like, had every female on high radar, like...
Sure. That was a great album.
It was, but... every dude was like,
Gee, but it worked.
I don't know. So, as a female artist, and like, you know, you look at like artists now, like Cardi B, she made it pretty much. Like, as a female artist, you think like nowadays, like female artists are getting even more of more new respect because of like, you know, 10, even like 5 years ago, like, yeah, we had like Nicki Minaj was at her plateau, but I still felt like she wasn't getting that much respect in terms of like getting compared to other artists, you know, as a whole. So do you feel like, you know, now, like, you know, you as Sasha J could be compared to like a what's his name? Bryson Tiller, because I can see you in that same group with him.
I wouldn't want to be compared to Bryson Tiller.
Why not?
Because I can actually sing.
Dang, shots fired, god damn. But you know what I mean? Like it's like a, you know, when I listen to his first album,
same kind of vibe.
Yeah, like a vibe, like you storytelling.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I can see that. But as far as like voice wise, I wouldn't compare myself to Bryson Tiller, because it's like this new thing that people call trap soul. Like they're rapping and singing at the same time. I don't necessarily do that. Like I actually sing. Like there's some songs that I probably would do that type of vibe, but I would more compare myself to like a Janae Aiko or Rihanna.
Yeah. So let's say you was to create your own category, because I can't really push you in a category. What would you put yourself at? This is I never asked nobody, no artist this before.
I wouldn't even really put myself in a category. Only because I feel like I'm very diverse and I can do a bunch of different things. So I would like to test the different things out before I would put myself in a category.
So you not gonna make something up like reggae, R&B or something, or
I'm not.
Pop, rap?
I could probably do a reggae joint, and then it just doesn't work out for me. So then I won't do a reggae joint again.
I feel like as an artist, that's a plus though, because you know you gonna have people to figure out like, damn, what category is she? Like, I feel like that a lot of artists need to understand. Because for one, I hate when people say R&B is dead. R&B ain't dead. It just, I feel like R&B is multiplying.
Yeah, different types of R&B.
And I feel like as an artist, you will want to be not just in one category. Because for one, when that day come, when you get awards, they'll be like, damn, well, I'm going to put her, I'm about to put her in R&B, but nah, I got to put her in rap, hip-hop, but nah, I got to put her in like, and reggae or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I have soul.
What the vibe of whatever project I'm doing at the time is, because like Bruno Mars, for instance, he was nominated for best R&B album, but he's not
traditional,
traditional R&B artist. But the album that he did was more on the traditional R&B side, which is why he got nominated for that. So I think it just depends on what I'm sounding like at the time.
And I look at him like, I look at artists like him, like, I'm like, this man, I'm considering him more, it's not even just pop, it's more like a James, what was James Brown like category?
It was like
soul, like R&B soul, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't just put, he's like that type of sound, like nowadays, will get you far. You know what I'm saying? And like for you, like I could see that, you know what I'm saying, especially in this project and stuff like that. So one question before I close out the podcast, because I like to ask people this. Where do you see yourself 5 to 10 years from now?
In LA.
By who? right.
Brings me the best view.
All right. This fun right here. Cause I always consider sports and music like it's like a great comparison. Like you know, like when I was in high school, I wanted to go to Oregon for college, or like if I was gonna make it to the pros, I wanted to be with like the Dolphins or something like that. Name some labels that you would want to get signed to if they gave you the right price, the right, you know, like pretty much if everything is just right, because it's not just about the money, it's about the relationships and stuff like that.
Epic.
Okay.
Rock Nation. Columbia.
And why those three specifically?
Those three labels, from what I see, have a lot of major artists, and I feel like being around those type of people, I can learn a lot, so I can get to where I want to be.
Now, if I create my own label, would you sign to me?
Well, I don't know what you can do. So right now, no.
But I'm like, hey, Sasha, hey, listen, I could do this, and that.
The money gotta be right.
I feel you. But so yeah, you got any shout outs and stuff? Any let people know like what's coming out, what's already out?
So you can find my EP on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon,
iTunes.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at foreversj__. That is at foreversj__. I'm working on my new project right now, so just stay tuned. It's coming. It's coming,
y'all. It's coming, man. Let me tell y'all first. Let me tell you this. One day when you get your Grammys and things like that, please don't forget me. Please let me know, like, hey, yo, Anonymous, hey, I'm finna go to the Grammys thing. You wanna slide? I'm like, hey, me and my wife at the time, we gonna be like, hey, let's go. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad. I appreciate you coming on the show, and you know, this is gonna be a start of something. You know, like I always tell everybody, there's always something. It's like a start of something great. You know. So yeah, man, this has been your boy DJ Anonymous with Sasha J with episode 14 of Sports Biz Music, the podcast. And before I close it out, you could check out the podcast on iTunes, on Radio Public, on Vodoo, on Spotify, on Stitcher Radio, on iHeartRadio, everywhere. I'm just trying to make it out here, y'all. But we out.